Guys, this is Monami Frost, and today I wanted to talk about my pregnancy cravings, and more specifically about, do I crave any animal products, any meat, any dairy, any eggs? So let's get into it. A lot of people have been asking this question. So to start off, I will talk about the cravings that I've been having during my pregnancy. This pregnancy, I don't think I've been having that many like crazy cravings where I just can't stop thinking about it, and so there are just things that I would rather eat than anything else. For example, I just have more of food aversions, and then there are things that I'm like, okay, this actually sounds nice, In my first couple of months, when I was having really bad morning sickness, I really couldn't eat much of the things that I usually eat, and I enjoy everything like made me sick, so I was just inclined to some things that I remember from my childhood, which kind of brings us to if I was craving any animal products, any meat, or any animal foods, non-vegan foods. What I was craving the first few months, not craving like I was inclined to eating, that was the only thing I could picture and imagine that I could eat. One of my favorite things when I was little, it was a porridge, like a semolina porridge. I don't know if you've had it or not. So when I was a kid, I used to make it with milk. I would eat the porridge with some rye bread and some cheese. So it was like a savory porridge. I would make it savory and eat it with rye bread, butter, and cheese. So what I was craving, I wasn't craving an animal product. I want to put it out there. So this, to make it clear, I had never imagined or like craved any meat, any dairy, any eggs, because for me, it is not food anymore. I do not consider it as food. It is not food that is someone, that is a corpse, or that is a liquid that is squeezed out of somebody's body, and eggs are just period. That is something that comes out of a chicken's butt, and I do not consider it as food. So for me, because I was little and I was eating all of those things, and like just that, for example, that porridge and that rye bread with cheese, that was just flavors, and all of them have flavors inside. They're flavored with veggie flavorings, and I was just craving the textures and the familiarities of what I was eating when I was little, and that is not a problem, because now I can get any of those foods vegan. If I look well enough, I can find a butter. It's super simple, just a spread, any type of spread, soy spread. I use coconut spread. For example, cheese. There's so many vegan cheeses out there now, and that's what I was craving. I was craving a vegan version of that same food and not an actual animal product. That is so weird to me to even think that people, vegans, I don't know, I've heard that they do crave some animal products. It seems bizarre to me. I understand the craving because, like I explained it, it's like childhood favorites and like familiarity and all of that. It's obviously you will crave something like that, but actually craving the ingredient that it is actually made from an animal and or squeezed out of an animal, for me, it doesn't count as food anymore. And just as if for you guys, you would never crave dog meat, even if it was made exactly like, I don't know, it was something similar when you were a kid, you wouldn't crave that because it is not food. You do not consider it as food. So for us, for vegans, I don't know, for me especially personally, I do not crave any of those things because I do not consider them as food. The cravings I had of the porridge I made with cashew milk, and then I used coconut spread and I used coconut-based cheese, and it tasted exactly like I remember when I was a kid. It is the same, it is just textures and flavors a little bit, Which brings us to like any other cravings I've had. I haven't really had that much stuff, but it is actually a lot of things that I was able to eat and kind of easier for me to handle was things from my childhood, and I was kind of going to like Baltic shop because I'm from Latvia, so I was craving a bunch of familiar things, and I was craving, like, for example, like dumplings, pelmeni, and usually they were made with meat, but when I was a kid I used to eat as well mushroom pelmeni, and they were delicious and I loved them, and that was what I was craving. I was craving mushroom ones, not the meat ones, because that for me like doesn't connect into my head as food anymore. So I can't even like imagine how it is that you are pregnant and you like start craving something and you just eat and it seems normal to you and seems fine. I don't know, like I can't understand myself personally, but everybody's different. Yeah, I'm not judging anyone here. It's just, I'm just saying how I feel, because a lot of you have asked me this. The bottom line of this is that I do not crave meat, any animal products, because I do not consider them as food. And like you wouldn't consider eating a dog. So for example, if I was craving pizza, I would make a vegan pizza. If I was craving anything else, I would just veganize it. Everything that I usually do is I just veganize things that I used to like. And that is super simple and easy. Yeah guys, I hope I made sense in this video. It might have dragged on for too long. And don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up on this video, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!